Hello, welcome back to another video. So in my last video, I used up way too much brain power and I just want to follow a pattern. I just want to take it easy. So all across YouTube and Instagram, I've been seeing people knit these like Baba-esque sweaters. And I just love the oversized look. They just look so elegant. I'm not super sure if I can pull it off, but hey, let's see. Very exciting. All of the yarn that I'm using for this sweater is actually gifted by Arcane Fibre. So thank you so much. I have 12 skeins of the bulky / chunky yarn, and this is in the color Creamy Coffee. So you can see here, it has some light variation and it's this like brown color, but in the middle you get this like golden yellow kind of hue. I had some issues when I was choosing out my pattern because I chose the bulky chunky yarn. I thought all bulky yarns were kind of the same specs, but so I was like, okay, I want to make the Ozetta Air pattern. Got my yarn and I was like ready to cast on. My yarn was double the weight of what she uses in the pattern. So I decided to go with the Ozetta Constellation Sweater because I think she uses like a bulky or an Aran and then she pairs it with one strand of mohair. So I did like a shitty gauge swatch and I think I should be kind of on par. Also, I am knitting the smallest size. Today we have a couple of friends coming over for a potluck. Our theme is gonna be American food. I'm making donut bread pudding. Okay, this is one ball of yarn, one skein. Ooh, wow, oh my God, look at the shape on this. I made another batch of what I now consider to be my signature cookie. The secret is replace the salt with MSG. They have this like crack cocaine quality.
Hold your, oh my God, yeah.
$30,000
and then hold my hand.
Your hand is
smaller. Your hand feels smaller than me.
I got a coach file.
2, 1,
Assassin?
Assassin?
Yeah!
No way! Oh my God. Hello and welcome to day 3. And I got like, I don't know, a couple inches of knitting done. It's at like a very bib portion of its knitting life right now. We just have a front. Huh, interesting. You can kind of see like a bit of like a dye lot difference. Whoa. It's quite severe. Interesting. Right now I am on my 3rd ball of yarn. Pretty much at this point, I think I pick up the stitches on the back, I knit down, and then we're gonna join. How do we feel about this dye lot difference? Today we're going to our friend's house, and they're hosting a whiskey party. So a whiskey tasting. Make it sound classy, not a whiskey party. Okay, here's a little update. So today is day 5, and I didn't get too much knitting done yesterday, but you can see we have joined the front and the back, and we're starting to knit the body. So here I just need to have knit probably like 5 more inches, and then I can do the ribbing. Whoa, you can see like the dye lot difference here is creating this stripe. I don't actually think it's as bad on the back. This one here is a little bit, wow, actually, yeah, that is looking a bit intense. Now I'm just trying to like, I don't think there's anything I can do about this really. I don't know, I think maybe we should just lean into it. Oh, also, my brother's girlfriend, she used to knit and crochet and now she's like off in college. She's way too busy, so she got me a couple of balls of yarn. These are actually from China. Well, she's from China. So this is a company called Creating Hand-Dyed Artistic Yarn. I think that's the name of the company. And these are in skinny singles. This is a blend of merino wool and 15% silk. Beautiful, and these are both in fingering weight. I think it'd be really cool to maybe make a t-shirt where I'm alternating between these 2 colors. They're so pretty. And then we have this. I have no idea what fiber this is. There's no label, but it's quite thin and fluffy. Is this maybe like an alpaca or something? Welcome to day 6. I think it's day 6. Our updates are not getting very interesting because we're just working on the body. Yesterday, I did a tea tasting for a local library. I made matcha cookies and I put like a pinch of MSG. I didn't tell anyone because I was like, MSG is like salt. And then at the very end of the tasting, this lady pipes up with, can I share a story with everyone? I'm like, yeah, go for it. She's like, I used to go to this Chinese restaurant all the time. And every time after I ate the food and drank the tea, I would start getting itchy and numb all over my head. And then she's like, oh, I used to think it was the tea, then I realized it was the MSG. And I was like, oh shit. And then like half of the room started piping up with, yeah, MSG is the worst. I try to avoid it all the time. I'm like, oh. Me and my MSG cookies. I have to record your reaction. What do you think?
Pretty great.
It's nice, right?
Oh my god, the laws are more exciting.
Scarf. They are enjoying the scarf very much. Hi there. So for you, it's 1 second later, but for me, this is probably 1 to 2 months later in the timeline of making this sweater. In the meantime, I've made this tank top. It's a little gradient sunset color tank top. I worked on my Spirit of Flora blanket, added 12 motifs to this, and I made this Sevilla blanket by Janie Crow, little mini triangle blanket. So back to our Constellation sweater using the Arcane Fiberworks chunky yarn. I have not touched this in a while, and basically I picked this up today and I started working on the hem. Yeah, there was this whole thing where I lost my knitting needles, which I found 5 days later. By that time, I already started working on the Spirit of Flora because I still had my crochet hook, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I haven't touched this in 2 months. So yeah, we are coming back to this, and I totally forgot how fast this yarn works out. So this is really nice because it's a 2x2 rib hem. I was wondering, should I rip back, get rid of this kind of lighter stripe here? You can also see it on the back, but you know what? It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I'm just gonna pay better attention on the sleeve because I don't want some weird striping on the sleeve. Also, I want the sleeves to be the same color. So I'm thinking taking 2 balls of yarn and alternating them so it like blends out the difference a little bit better to avoid this thing. And I'm going to a local Italian restaurant with 2 friends. It's a BYOB, so I'm gonna bring a nice bottle of wine. I'm thinking either like a nice Sauvignon Blanc or Muscat. It's really hot outside. I feel like they're gonna ask us to sit outside, so gotta wear something nice and breezy and gotta bring a white wine. Okay, to be honest, I just put a blazer over my workout shirt and threw on some shorts for my outfit. So, as for the wines I'm bringing today, I'm gonna do this Clotilde de Vin Saint-Brie, which is a French Sauvignon Blanc, old vines. And I'm gonna bring this Muscadet 2023. I find usually Muscadets are on the lower end of price, and they're always delicious. So I'm gonna bring both of these, see what people wanna drink. So before work, I just wanted to show you where we are with the sweater. I finished the front hem and bound it off. To be honest, they told me to use a tubular, but I just use a regular because I can't find my giant tapestry needle. I'm almost done with the back hem. It's kind of nice, it's not too long. So the back is gonna be, I think, almost an inch longer than the front for that little like split hem look. And then once I'm done with that, I'll be able to get started on the sleeves. Yeah, oh, it's so cozy. So we have a big vacation coming up at the end of the year. We're doing India for my friend's wedding. Then we're going to Thailand, then China, of which we'll go to Chengdu and Chongqing. And then we'll go to Singapore, of which we will also stop by Malaysia. So it's like, in terms of the weather, it's super like snip, snap, snip, snap. So I think this sweater will be good for more of the cooler temperature places. Like, I think Chengdu and Chongqing are gonna be pretty cold in January, early January. Okay, just wanted to show that I have a lot, not most, a little bit more than half of the sleeve done. I think right now I can go into the ribbing. I don't know, maybe I'll make it a little bit longer. I'm not sure, I have to take a look. But yeah, I think this pretty much took a day and a half, the sleeve. That just goes to show how quickly this pattern and this yarn works out. Okay, I think you can see here that on the sleeve, I've been, what is it called? Switching between two balls of the yarn to avoid like that issue. And I think you can kind of see it because I was doing like two rows, but so it's a bit stripy, but it's still stripy here. So I don't think it's like too obvious. Ooh, it's coming together. Probably need just a couple more inches of ribbing and then I'm done on the sleeve. I don't know, hard to get a good, let's see. Okay, almost done with this one sleeve here. I just followed the pattern for the sleeve, but I feel like I want it, I don't know, maybe like quarter inch, half an inch longer. Since I was doing the switching of the two skeins, this is very, very even. Looks fantastic. I really wish I figured that out when I was doing this, but now it's too late.
What is this last? Oh, the mango blossom. Oh, did you see this?
Let it. Oh, Trisha.
There's last.
Oh, you're totally. Marjorie.
It was so good.
Yeah.
What was the best thing you guys ate in Portugal?
I made
For all of you guys. Not
We only
except
made
for
this.
Savannah Will. Huh? You did it, right? Oh, you did?
Yeah,
I thought they were before.
So this is mushroom avocado.
All right, we got home from our Burmese Journey Through Burma, a culture and food library event. Very, very successful. People loved it. Somebody said it was the best library event they've ever been to. On the way, I was knitting, so I'm pretty much done. I think I messed up somehow on the short row for the sleeve. I think it's fine, like it fits really nicely. The short row just made it, give it a little bit more fabric on the back sleeve here. I think it's supposed to give more on the top shoulder. I don't know what happened, whatever. Anyway, this yarn gives it this like really stretchy, like soft elastic feel. This yarn was amazing to work with. I'll link the yarn down below and I also have a discount code, so I'll put that in the description. And obviously with this chunky, bulky, it worked up so fast. Last night after our Indian food potluck, we watched Obsession, the new horror movie. I thought it was really very, very good, but not exceptional. Last week we watched Hokum, which it stars Adam Scott, and I thought that one was just scarier. But I prefer like real pure horror, and I felt like Obsession was more thriller. The point is, I got like this much done when I was watching the movie. The movie was like an hour 40 minutes. I knit up so much. This yarn is so nice to use, I gotta say. Okay, let's do a little try on. I'll show you the final product. I think it would benefit from a little block just to loosen up, but you can see it has this nice, loose, oversized look. The collar is stunning. I love this design. I love the 2x2 rib and the huge ribbed cuffs. The huge ribbed cuffs. I'm so glad I finally finished this because this has been a work in progress for months. Yeah. So if you like the video, please hit like, subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Comment down below which yarn is your favorite yarn to use. I generally, honestly love using the chunky, bulky stuff. It's just really satisfying. But I think the next sweater I want to make uses fingering weight, so I'm a little nervous. If you're curious about Ozetta's patterns, this was my first time knitting it. Fantastic, beautiful pattern, beautiful result. Love the details, highly recommend. Okay, bye-bye.